Well, spanning 2 decades and broadcasting more than 50 adaptations to 150 countries, the Idol franchise has become one of the most successful entertainment shows in the world. Now, here in Australia, it's turned countless up-and-comers into household names, including the winner from 2005, Kate DeAraugo.
Kate was destined for success, climbing the charts as a solo artist and touring the country with multi-platinum selling Young Divas. But what came instead was a spectacular fall from grace as the singer publicly battled with her weight, mental health issues and made headlines for all the wrong reasons.
Well, the now 35-year-old has been flying under the radar these last few years. Kate's road to redemption is sounding pretty sweet.
Makes me happy, makes me feel this way. Ain't nobody loves me better than you.
Sounds great, looks great too. Kate DeAraugo joins us live from Melbourne. Hi, Kate.
Morning, guys. How are we?
We are terrific. How are you, more to the point?
I'm really well, thank you. Really well.
16 years since Idol, your win. When you see the vision back, do you love watching that back? How does it make you feel?
Oh, look, it's a range of emotions watching that back. You know, so many things have happened, good, bad, and otherwise in those 16 years. Yeah, but it certainly brings a smile to my face, especially that image there. You know, it was a pretty incredible time.
Kate, the Young Divas still plagued by feud rumours. Are those stories true, or do you only sort of have fond memories of those times?
Look, to me, I only have fond memories. Like, it was a crazy time, that's for sure. But at the end of the day, irrespective of what anybody said, like, it gave me the opportunity to tour the country and do incredible things. So, like, I mean, it was an amazing time for me personally.
And when you look at the girls in there, like, such talent in that group, Kate, like, amazing.
It was. I mean, we were all 4 very individual, very talented girls. You know, just all trying to do our thing and you know, yeah, well, I don't know what else to say. I look back at it with happy memories.
Kate, in 2015, you had an interview with Kyle and Jackie O. You admitted to, and this is a quote, losing the plot after the all-girl group disbanded. How dark did things get for you?
Look, it's no secret that mental health and depression and addiction and all that stuff has been a big part of my story. You know, it's a pretty big topic and one that I'm really happy to talk about, but potentially a little bit heavy for 9:30 on a Thursday morning. But look, the good news is that, you know, I'm nearly 3 years in recovery now. Yeah, it was a dark time, but an incredible learning experience now that I'm out the other end.
So 3 years sober, 3 years drug and alcohol free, and finding love, importantly.
Yeah. Well, yeah, definitely finding love. You know, my life has completely changed in the last 3 years. It looks very different, and I'm very lucky to have found an incredibly supportive partner and man to have in my life. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, music's still very much a part of your life, clearly. You've been spotted on Instagram singing with your cousin and doing a few cheeky gigs here and there. Can we expect a new release from Kate DeAraugo anytime soon?
Look, never say never. You know, I have learnt one thing in the last 3 years is that I love music no matter what, and I found a whole new love for it, being able to do it with a clear mind and a clear heart. And you know, if the right opportunity came along, who'd know? But the biggest focus in my life these days is my happiness and my well-being.
So what is the main difference, Kate, with you say the music? If you look back on music you may have produced, let's call it 4 years ago, 5 years ago, versus what you do now, what's the difference you're seeing in the creative process?
In my creative process, I don't know. I guess the creative process for me these days is that I have the space to be totally free of judgment, and it's not for anybody else but myself, and that's a really beautiful space to be able to create from. You know, it's not for anybody else, so I'm able to be totally honest.
Do sometimes you wish you weren't so much in the public eye? Clearly it works from a creative perspective and releasing music and being a performer, but the last couple of years would have been easier for you out of the public eye probably?
Oh, certainly. Like, you know, those last few years when things got really dark, it would have been nice for nobody to know my name, but that wasn't the situation. You know, it is what it is, and what happened. But you know, the last 3 years I've been pretty off the radar and really in my own world, and it's been a pretty personal time, so it's okay.
And what are you doing with yourself these days, Kate? Still producing music? We see you still singing.
Still singing,
Yeah.
just doing life. I'm actually studying a Cert 3 in civil construction.
What?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It just means I'm learning to operate big machines and excavators and build stuff and get my hands dirty. Yeah, really random, but I've really enjoyed it. You know, I got out there and did traffic for a while, traffic management, and it's just sort of carried on to looking at other avenues in the construction land, and I love it. Yeah.
Kate, where does that end up? Where does that take you?
It could take me anywhere, who knows? It just opens up lots and lots of opportunities to work on, you know, big civil sites and building, you know, big projects, and yeah.
Good stuff.
I love it. Yeah.
And you can keep the crew entertained at Smoko with the
Absolutely.
With the
Yeah.
Kate, really lovely to see you, looking and sounding so great, and really appreciate the catch up this morning.
Thanks, Kylie.